What's up everyone, my name is eDogs and welcome back to this review channel. To give you a recap, if you're watching these videos, I started out with Concrete. Now Concrete is their version of Mixmaster. When it comes to breakage or anything that's wrong with the figure, add a small tiny misformed piece of plastic in this area. I took care of it by using a metal file, and I just lightly filed it away until it looked a little cleaner, so this way it would transform a little better. And that was an easy fix. Simple, easy fix, not a problem. However, if you watched my second video, which is on shovel, I told you about the mini breakages on this figure. The entire waist shattered in half. I super glued it back together, but I think I did too much of a good job, and it froze up this leg. Now, granted, that's my fault, but now when I move this leg, it completely sheared off this piece of plastic. Now, I wouldn't have to do that if the figure was made properly in the first place. Now, on my side, I put just a tiny little bit extra glue there, and I kind of screwed myself on that right there. So this one is completely unsavable. I can't save that because I would need to pop that apart. Now, if I set it there, you wouldn't know that it was broken, but I know in my mind that it's broken. So let's continue on, and let's bring in Burden. Burden is their version of Long Haul. Long Haul's G1 vehicle mode is based on a Hitachi DH321 mighty truck. Now, the only difference between this and the original is there's only one driver's seat. This piece should not be there, but then again, maybe there is a truck that has this piece there, but it's only supposed to have the driver's side. Now, I want to say better things about it, but it's the quality issue overall. Now, the breakage is on this side, but we'll get to that. Now, it's a very nice truck. I'm not going to take that away from it. I still like the colors. I'm trying to get the color scheme going on right. We still have the rubber tires. We have the gray hubcaps. We have this nice purple. We have the headlights here. We have this window, and we have this grille. The fender is gray instead of silver, but I'll take the gray in this case. We have some more gray here for these. I don't know if they're pipes or whatever they're supposed to be, but we have this thing that shields the window, or maybe that's an air conditioner. Who knows? And then we have the back. Now underneath, you're going to see this. That is plastic stress. This is the stress. This is not GPS. This is not gold plastic stress syndrome. This is regular plastic syndrome. This is the cause of screwing this way too tight. Don't take that the wrong way. It's been screwed in way too tight. And you can see here, this piece is missing. Now, there's supposed to be a little cog here in the spring. Now, the reason why that's not there is because somebody did not install the screw for it. On top of that, somehow the screw post for it is broken. So no screw post, which means there's nothing to connect the screw to, and this is gonna fall out as soon as I transform it. Trust me, it will. But yeah. So it's a nice green. We got the purple. We got the hazard stripes back here, if you will. We have this nice black breaking up the top of the the dump truck here. We have the gray for the grill. Now, I like this right here. Just a little bit of play with the wheels, but that's meant for the transformation. It kind of makes it think like, you know, it's turning or something like that. So yeah, so this is already, it's falling apart. As you can see, it's falling apart. Yeah, so let me give you a close-up. Now, these are the screw pegs. I mean, the screw stems that are inside the plastic, all right? So you can see the screw there. You can kind of see the screw there. I'm looking at my viewfinder here. I'm trying to give you a better thing there, a better view of it. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they can't just use longer screws or something. Maybe it's the screws that's breaking the stems, the screw stems, but it only sticks on there by friction now. And you can see, again, you can see that stress mark. That stress mark leads from back here all the way back down here. It seems like it starts here and it kind of just splits in both directions, but I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing here. And I can put this together by using friction. Now I could use super glue and pop this back on and never notice it. But I am going to exchange this for a whole new set. I'm gonna try one more time, see if I can get a better copy or copies of these guys. So yeah, so there you go. Now we're going to do some comparisons with some other vehicles. So hold on, let me grab my stage. Hopefully my backtrack won't fall. All right, so here he is. Here is the side view. Let's bring the lighting down just a tad. All right, so let's fix that wheel. So here is Burden in his vehicle mode. And first up, as always, we're gonna throw in Robots in Disguise Mirage to kind of give you a height difference between the two. I think this might be a little lower to the ground. We have Sunstreaker, kind of give you comparison there. Let me push him back just a little bit so you can give you see the difference. Next is Streaks, Blue Streak, Silver Streak, whatever streak. You kind of have that going on. I believe this is the 30th anniversary one. So you kind of have that height difference going on. Put that away. Then we have Inferno. Let's put Inferno in the background because he's a little bit longer than him. So here's a side by side. And let me see, hold on. That's the length of Inferno in the back compared to Burden in the front round. There it is from the front view. There it is from the side view. There it is from the back. Now the only difference between long haul and this is that long haul, I believe, had a 3-axle, which means that he had an extra wheel back here. So I hope we get that for the official copy or the official version of this from Takara or Hasbro. So it should be 2 wheels back here and 1 wheel in the front. And last but not least, let's bring in the bigger fire truck, which is Galaxy Force Prime. Much longer than him, but height-wise, not by much. Not by much. There it is from the front view. Sits a little bit higher at the window. There it is from the side view. And there it is from the back. Sorry for the camera shake. All right, so let's take that away. Now we're also going to be featuring the pants in a moment. And we have another accessory coming up in a second. So get that up. Let's move that back. Okay, so the transformation is pretty simple. I got a little lost a little bit. Had to reference another video. See what I was doing wrong. Now, granted, this is going to fall apart. So let's do that first. Now, when you first get it, it's already in the mode where you could just pop all of this together. And we're going to start with the legs since that came apart first. All right, so now the feet plug into the back of this right here. That is way too dark. Okay. And just all you have to do is unplug it. Bring it down. I'm gonna bring it up just a taste and bring it down like that. Now you can see it much better on this side. There should be a spring here. There should be a spring here inside of here. It's not. It's in the bag, along with the gray cog for the ratchet joints. It's also in the place. And you just sprint the legs. Right. Yep. So I separated at the wrong point. Let's hold on. It's always. There we go. Yeah. So let me just hold on. Let me show you something. Right. So there's a screw there. Okay. The screw ends there, and the whole post is broken. And that is due to the tension and the tightness of the whole thing. Now we're going to put this back together. Hold on, let me just put this back together real quick so we can continue on with this video. So just slip that right on, and there goes something like that. All right, so what we need to do, we need to put this on here. And we're going to, let me hold that in place. And we're just going to slip that over that part. Make sure all of this goes together. Now, this is all being held by friction, just to let you know. And there is a piece missing. I got to get the other foot's still stuck to here. Let's get that off. Let's open this up. Let me put this foot in there real quick. Okay, hold on, gotta figure it out, Okay, it goes in this way. We are going to put that in here. Bring this leg back, and we're going to put this in here. Alright, hold on. There's a better way. I was going to super glue this together. I really was. Okay. We're going to hold that in place. Yeah. It's going to be one of those videos. I want to see you. I want to show you what I'm doing here, so you can actually, you know, kind of fix it yourself if you run into the same problem. And all of this friction is all together. Right. So now this leg is kind of fixed, sort of fixed. Now, since we're here, we're going to work our way up, and we're going to start with the arms here. So we just got to pull them away, like so. Pull this one away, like so. Next, we are going to bring the fender down, like that. And then we're going to bring the whole top of the figure down, like so. Next, we want to bring this fender back, and it's going to plug into this piece right here. Same thing on the other side. Take this fender, and it's going to plug into this rectangular thing right here. Like that. Take this top piece while we're here, and we need to bring that out of these two bags. And again, this is not supposed to be here. They just put that there to be different. And we're going to bring this back. We're going to leave it there. It doesn't plug into anything right now. Now, this is the part where it kind of lost me in the instructions. So we're going to take these two pieces right here, and we're going to, matter of fact, let's back up real quick. Let's bring up the head, because we need to get the head out of the way. And no, we can leave it like that, to you honestly. And we're going to take these two gray pieces. We want to fold them into this cavity. And now we have the freedom of movement of turning the shoulder. Now, how we do that, you take the blinkers, grab the blinker, pop it open like that, and you want to turn. Now, you can turn this any direction you want. You can do it this way, or you can do it the opposite way. Doesn't matter. And you take this and you plug this. This plugs into there. Like that. And bring this down. Since we have the clearance, you're going to turn this all the way around. Pop this in. And just gotta kind of gotta look for it. There we go, like that. Now you want to take the wheel and you want to bring it out like so, and you want to push it back at the same time, so it should be kind of flush with the shoulder. And then you bring up the forearm like that, bring it down. Rotate it so that the cavity is facing you. This is how it's oriented correctly. So you can just bend it like that. You go in here, lift up this panel. Oh, the panel's on the bottom instead of the top. Get in here. Now, when they package the hands need to be facing. I mean, the fingers need to be facing down. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, back to it. I had to make a quick call. So bring this up like that. Now, like I was saying before, all the fingers need to be pointing down when you go into the vehicle mode. So you just turn it to the side, bring this out. Now, unlike shovel, there is a screw in the palm of his hand. I still don't like this piece right here where the thumb is in that socket. This needs to be a complete socket for this to actually work. It's not going to work on friction. It's just going to shear right off, and then you're going to lose a thumb. Same thing on the other side. Just bring this down. Bring the arm down. Now you can bring this wheel back. Legs gone again. I'm just going to continue. I don't have time. I'll fix it later. And just bring the shoulder up. Bring the hand out. And you just turn it so it's right way. And we're almost there. You're going to turn the head around. All right, hold on. Now something is catching. All right, so now having a tough time with the head now. Not sure what's going on there. All right, so just move these back. Okay, got the head there. And let me just put him down real quick. Let's see if you balance on one foot. You can balance on one foot if you want. No. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna rebuild his leg real quick. One second. This is going to be a long video. Okay, now we got it. Okay, we're gonna bring this arm down and we want to move it to the side like that. On the back, we need to fold these tires backwards onto the back of the shovel. And there you go. He is all transformed, and this is Burden in his robot mode. I'm still going to say it's nice with all the imperfection of the build quality. I really think the warehouse or wherever this thing is being made, they need to use less on the tightness of this figure. The figures don't need to be that tight. They need to use the correct screws for these things in order to stop the screw posts from breaking apart like it did. Third, glue. Why not? Why are we using glue? Like, come on, like seriously. But then again, that could be a good thing because let's say something did break and you had to get in there and fix it yourself. So yeah, but they need it better quality. QC issue all around. It has to be done. It has to be corrected. Now, this is a very loose waist. He has the loosest waist out of everybody that I reviewed in on this channel. So now, will he stand? You can. Some people have problems standing him. He does need some heel spurs, and due to the fact that I lost that right leg, he's not going to stand for me. Right. But then again, he could be making me a liar. He's gonna stand there and call me a liar. All right. So let me just bring out the camera real quick so we can do some comparisons. So first comparison is tracks. There we go. Let's back up real quick. So you have tracks. We're going to bring in Ratchet, who's slightly taller than him. But Burden is much wider. And last but not least, we're going to bring in Shockwave, because it's going to need Ratchet and Shockwave to help fix the problems with this guy. It really will. So you can kind of see, well, Shockwave is a tad taller than him, and I can't make it out, but they might be the same height between Ratchet and him. Can't make it out, but yeah. There you go. Now, accessories. This is his gun. Somehow he ended up with a sniper rifle. Very nice. It's all done in black. We have the red breaking it apart on both sides. And it easily fits into his hands. Like so, don't need to use them. I don't like using the thumbs because they break off. But we're going to try anyway. Yeah, so he can hold it. Like so. And because of this movement right here, he can get up to there with it. You got that wide range of movement right there. I don't necessarily like this piece standing up when the arm is at rest, but you can do all of this. You can kind of give like a wave or something, some kind of deal like that. But he holds it very tight. So, articulation. So he does have light piping. You can catch the light with him. Let me see if we can ricochet some light. No, it's not gonna work, but he can do it. I just don't have the angle for the light to come through there. You can turn the head 360 degrees, very tight. Up and down, just a taste, not that much. It's like a nudge, but it's not very much. Unless you, I don't think it moves backwards, to tell you honestly. Oh, you can do that. You can get that much out of it. But it's very tight, very tight. You can look up at an angle. Arms can go 360 degrees. There's nothing too obstructed. You might bump into this panel back here that doesn't plug anything. Oh, matter of fact, I'm lying to myself. You can plug it into this. Right. So yeah. So you still don't hit it, but you can go 360 degrees. There is a bicep swivel there. The hands do rotate 360 degrees. I'm not showing that off because I might break them off. Very loose waist for some odd reason. Legs. I'm gonna have to do it on this side. Legs can go up that far. Let's take this gun out. And there's a knee bend here. The wheel will stop it underneath the thigh. but that is as far as you're going to get. Let's bring the arm up and bring this panel up as well. You can bring the leg out like so. And there is somewhat of a thigh swivel. It's very tight. I would not do that, ladies and gents, because I broke shovel that way when I was doing this. Completely sheared it off. So if you got to do it, just do it slowly, and don't try to manhandle it. Backwards. Let's try this side. We're not going to do the other side because it's going to fall apart. So we're going to bring the leg all the way up, like so. And that is, let me see, there's a panel here. It's getting in the way. You can bring the leg all the way towards the back, like that. All right. So there you go. So before we transform this into the midsection, let's take a look at something else real quick. Put them in a wide stance. Let's move them back there. And let's bring in these pants. Now, this piece has come a long way from 1986. If we remember the Constructicon set back then, all we had was a Y adapter, if you will. One side had two rectangular pieces that plugged into Mixmaster, and the other side had a tongue that you could insert into Scrapper. And then on the top was like this I don't know how to describe it, but it was like a U-shaped cradle, if you will. It was a cradle in which Longhog plugged into. And after that, you were good to go with everything else. And this is the advancement of that. So if you want to move the leg, let's say you want to move the lower leg, this moves slightly, a little bit. Same thing on the other side. Very heavy ratchets. You can move the leg up. Like so. And you bring up this panel, you can move it back. Like that. Kind of like that. Now they give you a little bit of space because he's going to be back heavy, so you have to adjust him so that his center weight won't let him lean forwards or backwards. That is what this extra space is for. So yeah. Now on this side, you can see this gap. That gap is because this screw is not long enough to grab the other side of this. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now. I could super glue it and then use a clamp to kind of mesh it together. But yeah, this is a very good upgrade from that Y adapter. Very good. I'd rather have this than the all-in-one stuff. I'd rather make this for all of them, to be honestly. But yeah, there's the back. Got the silver on the on these panels here, broken up by the black and the green. You have the red down here with this rectangular piece right here. Silver, black. We got the black here, breaking it up. You have this gray for the connector. And we have these purple knee things here to give you a difference. Now, the overall difference between this set and the others is the original set came in blue. So all of these were blue. There is a clear version of Constructor. There is a dirty green version of Constructor. You can have your pick. There's an orange Constructor if you want that. very tight, very tight. We're gonna leave that alone right now. So we're gonna leave that right there. And we're going to transform this guy back into his third mode, which is not too far off from the vehicle mode. So now we have to undo all of this. So we're going to unplug this, just leave it down. Take the head, turn it all the way around, like so. And again, light piping, do away with light piping. Just put LEDs in there and a flat battery or one of those button batteries and you're good to go. That's what I say. You take these panels, you gotta get in here. Take this panel. Get in here. Bring up the arm. And you want to turn all around like so, like that. Bring this panel back up. Kind of look, gotta look for it, There you go. Same thing on this side. And again, gotta look for it, like that. The arms. We're going to put the hands first. Bring back this panel. You want to close the fist. Make sure that thumb is down, because if you don't, it's going to break off. You want to turn it facing you, and you just want to plug it in like that. And it's like that for all of them. I think that's the safest way to put those guys away without breaking anything. Same thing on this side. Fold down the thumb, open this pack panel, turn it, bring this down like so, close. Okay, so now we want to focus on this piece. We're going to bring the tire back up. You want to turn bicep this way. And you want to turn inwards. And you want to close. You want to close it in. So it should look like that. Don't worry, we'll come back to this in a second. Same thing on this side. You want to turn that bicep. This one is much easier than the other side. And you want to turn inwards. Bring it at the bicep. You just want to bring it in like that. Okay. Bring this up just to get it out of the way. Turn it that way so the wheels are facing you, or that way facing you. Now you want to push this whole tire piece back, but before you do, you got to unlock it from the sides. So you unlock it this, bring that back to the front, take this piece right here, unlock it. Sorry for my camera for a second. Bring that to the front, and then you just shift this back. And that's going to give you the clearance to maneuver all of this stuff. Then you turn this like that, turn this piece upside down, and then you want to move inwards like this. And you want to bring the wheels out like that, so they should be on this side. Right, so let me go back real quick. So the fenders like this, you need to bring them up like this, because these won't fit if the fender is down, is still down. And you just kind of, slide this in here, and it's gonna peg in. Don't worry about this just yet. We'll fix that later. Same thing on this side. You want to bring the tire rack up. like that. Now, if it happens to be in this position, just leave it there because we're about to go into that mode anyway. Right. Now this panel right here, just bring this back up. And it's going to plug into these two things right here. Now it doesn't seem like it doesn't want to plug in. But that is okay. We could do without that. Oh, the head is in the way. Let me just unfold these things right here. Unfold these things right there. Push the head down. And now it should close without a problem. There you go. That's what I was missing. Undo these wheels on the back and you just bring them up. Just for a little bit. Let's try to keep that. Let's try to keep this together. And we want to plug them together. Like so. And we want to fold. And right before we do that, we need to bring these skirt pieces up just real quick. Because we need to do an adjustment. Like that. So it should be like that. The other side just fell off. Okay, so, yeah. So when you're going into combined mode, this piece, this panel has to be down this way. Right? And you just plug it in like that. Hold on, something's not right. Something's not adding up right here. Okay. Bring that panel down. Now, so it should be like that. And since that is holding it in, I can rebuild this leg one more time. Okay. Now, we missed the mark real quick. We need to move the ankle into place. Like that. Wrong thing. Okay, so it should be like this. Just like this. And that is the midsection. This is the back. Here's the side. And there is the mix section. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this. They fold in the tires on the inside. Let me see if we can do it. I see a lot of people do this. I don't think that's correct or not. And it exploded again. Now this is uncut material, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making this up. Okay. Okay, so this is the way it's going to be. Bring this down. But I have seen people flip those pieces in. So it's going to be just like this. If we need to adjust it, I'll adjust it off camera or something. But that's what it is. So since we're here, we're going to try to connect this onto this. And from what I've heard, it is tough to do. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're going to unfold these two pieces real quick. All right. We need to unfold this real quick. Let's see. So we're going to do this. Actually, matter of fact, I think it would be easier to unfold another one too. So we're going to plug this directly in there. That's easy. That was easy. That was easy. We're going to sneak these back in. Are we? Yes, we are. See that? All right, so we're going to do the other side. Hope you can see this because it's very hard. It's very close quarters ish in here, but that is plugged in. And we're going to sneak this in here on the other side. Sorry. That's what happens. I'm going to keep on going, tell you honestly. Alright, so we'll rebuild that in a second. Okay. Alright, getting that in there is fine. Okay. But let's see. We need to get this other side in. Alright, that plugged in. That plugged in. Yeah, that is plugged in. Okay, now just got to repeat on the other side. You won't be able to see it, but we're going to make it happen. All right, so all right, so now for some reason this won't go back in there. Here we go. I think I got it the first time. Did I get it? I want to say I got it. I want to. I really do. But this purple is sticking out a tad, a little bit. All right. So it's gotta be in there. Give me 1 second. Okay, everybody. Now I had to take this off the screen to figure out how I was going to plug all of this together, and I found a way. And the easiest way to do it, you need to plug your 2 gray things into one side first, and then the other 2 gray things that stand on top second, and then you kind of have to do it on the other side. I'm still having problems with this right here. So we're going to fix that real quick. And this is probably going to be my last time trying to fix this. Right here, I'm going to use super glue. Don't want to, but I have to. Because this is kind of crazy. Now, I also figured out the orientation of the wheels. They're supposed to be like that. We're just going to slide this on. Like so. So that's the backpack right there. And that is the lower half of Constructor. Now, not a fan of this wheel sticking out. I prefer the 2 wheels going downwards, the back, and then having the wheels there. Maybe when we get the official one, this wheel can shift forward to here, and the 2 wheels can sit back there. That's my opinion on it. And you have ratchets that bring it forward, and you have ratchets that bring it back. Now, we're going to leave that there real quick. It's going to fall over. Anyway, let's bring in concrete. Let me bring down the camera. Whoosh. And let's bring in shovel. And we're going to put these 2 guys together. Let's start with concrete first. Now there is a trick to putting this on. And what I like to do is I like to unhook this. I like to unhook it and leave it at an angle. Like so. Leave it at an angle like that. Take this piece right here. And that hole is meant for that hook right there. So just make sure these things are out of the way. Now you could sand these down just a little bit if you want. And what I do is I'll put that in there first. I'll slide. Slide forward. And this should peg in like that. Just like that. Now you take these panels right here. They are spring loaded. You just bring this down, bring it up, and they're supposed to peg onto these side bits like so. Same thing on this side. So you kind of have to manipulate it just a little bit, just a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. It's a little stubborn, but you just have to be patient and it will pop into place. All right, so we're gonna come back to that because this video has gone too long and I'll fix it in the next video. So this one is pretty simple. They just slide into these two grooves on his side and that side, and it's gonna lock into place. And you really gotta lay it down because that top piece is getting kind of heavy. So you just slide it on, slide it back, very easy. Plug that in. And again, if we get something like this for our official one, just make it just as easier as this leg on that leg, and we shouldn't have a problem. Take the panel to the ground, press in. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, I fixed it. No, God. I can feel a torque in my arm trying to pull that leg. Trying to get it to where I like it, that's all. Let's try one more time. Will that hold? Will that hold? Okay, that seems like it's gonna hold. And it's off camera, but it's all right. Okay. Now, the reason it's doing that is because this guy has a weak leg here. That's a weak leg. And that's the reason why it's not holding together. But, yeah, we're just gonna have to do. It's going to have to do. So there you go. I'm gonna pull the camera back just a second. Show you how big this is. Yeah. Shovel is not working with me right now. Okay, so there we go. And there he is. Let me just pan back. Let me just focus. There we go. That's the focus. And that's how high he's gonna be. And with just those pieces on them right now. Now I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen when I get to hook, but it's going to be very interesting. So we'll see what happens. Let's get some comparisons while we're here. Just before we sign out, we have tracks. We have Ratchet, who comes up to his knee, almost his knee. And then we have Shockwave. Now Shockwave is a different type of purple. It kind of blends in with this blue in the back, but it's really lavender. That's a purple. You can't really tell by the camera. Let me just pan back real quick one more time. And that's what it's gonna look like when you're finished. So my suggestion, if you're thinking about getting this, buy them individually. They're out there on the market. They're probably on the secondary market, Third Market or something, buy it through them. I'm not exactly sure if they come in vehicle mode or robot mode. That's what I'm unsure about. Or you can just wait it out like everybody else and wait for Takara and Hasbro do their version. But this is a good substitute. Gravity Builder is also good. You know, I've seen it, but it's one person's opinion versus another. I like this Max Master on this version of the Toyworld version rather than the Gravity Builder, but that's my opinion. You know, everybody has their own taste. But I hope you enjoyed the shenanigans that went on in this video. I currently called the person who sold this to me, and they got to call me back. I'm trying to get the whole set replaced or get my money back. So stay tuned. The next one up is going to be their version of Hook. So thank you for watching. I hope this video did some help in figuring out which one you want to go into. Please let me say this. There's a saying when you collect things, then there's a saying when you buy things. Your mileage may vary. When you buy something on the internet, it will say item may vary from the picture. That means it could be a different color, it could be a different design, something different is going to be about it. This falls in the miles may vary. You know, I've gotten 2 figures that are broken, and I'm going to continue on to see what else is about this package. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Leave me some comments. I do respond to them. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But thanks for watching. I know it's been a very long video, and I will see you in the next one.